Alright, so if you think that cold outreach isn't for you, or if you somehow can't make it work, this video is going to solve that problem for you for good. Because I was in your same exact situation. I was just sending a bunch of DMs, making a bunch of cold calls every single day, but it just wasn't working for me. And I thought like everyone knew something I didn't, but that really is the case. So in this video, I'm going to give you that knowledge, I'm going to give you what you lack, and by the end of this video, you will have everything you need to be successful when it comes to doing cold outreach and turning cold prospects into warm, interested people and selling them high ticket products every single day consistently. The first thing I want to show you is the fact that what you're doing is actually BS. This is what a lot of you are currently doing. You have a system. You're doing cold outreach. You're sending cold emails, cold DMs, even sending SMS messages. Currently, for this system, for what I'm going to show you in this video, I wouldn't suggest you to do cold calls or, yeah, cold calls basically. I wouldn't suggest you to do cold calls because cold calls has no leverage. Here is the thing with cold calls. So, in cold calls, if you do one input, at max, in the best scenario, you can only get one output, plus you cannot automate this. And this is the biggest problem when it comes to making cold calls. You cannot automate your cold calls. When it comes to emails, cold emails, you can use Lemlist. When it comes to sending cold DMs, you can use a lot of software, a lot of automations. And when it comes to sending SMS messages, you can just use Go High Level. But when it comes to cold calls, like you have no service you can use. And if you think that I can just hire people to make cold calls for me, it is not worth it because the people that you will be hiring for your agency, they will never have your metrics. And this is a big problem. Let's say you have a 5% appointment booking rate when it comes to cold calling. The people who you will be hiring at max, they can have maybe 3% if they are not trained. And if you want to train them, that is going to take a lot of time. So it making cold calls for this system, it is not worth it. And in your business, you want to use a lot of leverage. And if you use leverage, you will be unbeatable. But if you don't use leverage, then there is no way you can beat someone who's using leverage. Like if let's say there is someone who's using content, media, they're the same things. They're using content, they have an AI automation, they're running paid ads, so they're leveraging their money, and they have a big team. How can you compete with a person like that if you have nothing, if you have no leverage? Like you cannot compete with a person like this. You want to have as much leverage as you can in your business. And these methods, so cold emails, cold DMs, and SMS, are the probably the only ones who in which you can have leverage. So you should be using these. But what a lot of you are currently doing is this. You have a system to send these. You want to direct this attention into a recurring service, your full-time service. This might be 2K a month, 5K a month, 8K a month, 10K a month, whatever. But does this make sense to you? Like, this is the first question you need to ask yourself. Does this system make sense to you? Like, does the system of turning a cold person who has no idea who you are and what you do into a recurring client who's going to pay you a ton of money every single month consistently? Probably not. And if you want to fix this issue, you need another step. And this step is education step. Because here is the thing. So this initial part is going to help you generate attention and help you own the attention. And by owning the attention, I mean getting the emails, getting the names, getting the phone numbers. But once you own the information, you cannot turn this attention into a full-time client. Like this wouldn't work. You need to educate them. And by education, I mean, so this is kind of complicated, and I'm going to give you an example in a second, and I'm going to give you the full system in a second, but this is what you need to understand right now. You cannot turn a cold prospect, a cold person, into a recurring customer who's going to pay you a ton of money every single month. Like that cannot work. So this system, this wouldn't work. And this is currently what you're trying to do. You are trying to turn a cold person into a full-time client. And that again cannot work. So here is the thing. People know if they're gonna buy from you or not before the call itself. And it's kind of like going on dates with girls. They know what they will do with you before the date itself. So you need to make sure your prospects have everything they need to make the decision to move forward with you before the call. The goal of the sales calls should be to collect the payment and answer some questions they have. The goal of the sales call isn't for you to show your prospects how you do what you do and like how you do those things. And this is why the education step is crucial. Again, these people, your prospects, they decide if they're going to buy from you before the call itself. So you need to make sure that these people have everything they need, every information they need, every testimonial, every case study, every video breakdown you have, then you need to make sure that these people have seen them all. And before the call, they should think that, okay, I'm gonna work with this guy. He is legit and he has the right solution to my exact problem. You need to make them think this. You need to make them think that you have the exact solution to their problems. And this is the only way they can buy. Just being a good salesperson, just having a good script, just having a good offer isn't enough for you to sell in 2024, because your audience, your niche, they're too sophisticated. They know your script probably better than you do because they have seen your script too many times already. So if you think that I'm just going to be a good salesperson and I will do my best, and then at the end of the call, I will do everything I can to handle the objections, you will fail desperately. And this is probably your current situation. And when I say educate, this is what I mean. You need to add these people into a newsletter. You need to be sending these people emails every single week, about 5 times a week. You need to be sending videos. You need to be sending lead magnets. You need to be adding these people into groups, into your groups. And finally, you need to be adding these people into webinars. And in all of these pieces of content, you will talk about your offer and how your offer is going to solve their problems. And you can even give the solution to these problems, because here is the thing with problems. When you solve a problem for someone or for yourself, this is always, always, always going to create a new problem. But once you solve a problem, let's say you solve the problem, you will become the authority figure. They think that, okay, this guy has the solution. He has shown me that he has a solution and he knows what he's talking about. So I can trust him. Whenever I have a new problem, I can go to him because again, he has the solution. And once you solve a problem, this will again will always create a new problem. But in this case, now they see you as the authority figure and they actually trust you. So this is so valuable. And let me show you the entire sales funnel you should be using. So in the beginning, you have to generate some attention, and you do it by paid ads, leveraging your money, by content, leveraging media, by cold outreach, again leveraging here code, because you will be using automations, and finally, you can be leveraging partnerships, and this is a leverage all by itself. And once you have the attention, once you get the eyeball, you need to own the attention. And by owning the attention, you need to get these people as leads. You need to have their information. You need to have their emails, their phone numbers, their names. And once you have all this information, now you need to add these people into your education process. You need to add these people into your newsletter. You need to be sending them videos. You need to be sending them lead magnets. You need to make sure these people have every single information about your offer that you can give to them. And once these people fully understand your offer, and if you have a decent product, if you have a decent solution, they will come begging to work with you. So this is why the education step is so powerful. Education step is going to turn you into the authority figure, and people only buy from people who they trust. They can like you, they can love you, whatever. But if they don't trust you, they will never work with you. So here in the education step, you need to give them a ton of value. You need to show them that you have the exact solution. You know exactly what you're talking about, and you are an authority figure. And once you can make this happen, you will basically destroy the competition, because education is the only thing that is keeping you from success. Currently, you're trying to generate the attention, own the attention, and once you own the attention, you are trying to convert this and convert this into your most expensive product, your recurring service. But this is something you cannot do right now in the current market. Like, this wouldn't work, and because you're trying to do this, you're not making any money right now. So this is what you should do. Once you get the attention, you need to own it, and this is what a lot of you currently do. Once you ask for the meeting, you ask for the email, so you own the information. But once you own the information, you need to be sending a lot of content. And the goal of these content isn't the same one with this one. The goal of this content is to generate the attention, but the goal of this content is to nurture that attention and turn it into a warm lead. Because right now, before here, they're cold lead, but this is like the oven. So this will warm the lead for you. And this is a fire, by the way. So this fire is going to warm the lead for you, and at the end of this process, this will give you a warm lead. So this process is going to take a cold person and turn it into a warm lead. And this warm lead is going to be begging to work with you. So if you can have this system, you will be so powerful. And one more thing is that Your website is going to be so powerful in this entire process because website is the place that you host your every single information you have. So on your website you need to have a lot of case studies, a lot of testimonials, but especially video testimonials. You cannot have every testimonial. You cannot have like those here, like Matt, and they have written something. Matt, oh, I love working with this guy. He knows exactly what he's saying. No, this can be faked. And your clients, like, they're no idiots. They know that you can fake this. So you need to have video testimonials, and this is a crucial part. You need to have case studies and video testimonials. Then you will have videos. And again, the goal of these videos is to educate. The goal of these videos isn't for you to generate the attention, but for you to actually educate the attention. You need to have a VSL. You need to have a video sales letter in which you explain your offer, explain your process, and your prospects. They need to see your face, your beautiful face. They need to hear your voice, and what else? They basically need to spend time with you. This is a clock. This is a speaker, and this is your face. Okay, okay. And finally, you need to have link to your social profile, like your YouTube profile, like your Instagram profile, like your X profile. Because if you want to build an online business, you cannot afford to not have an online presence. Like, these are the same thing. If you want to build an online business, you need to have an online presence. And in your presence, you need to represent your company properly. And this is a valuable thing. In your platforms, like in your YouTube, you shouldn't have fucking Minecraft videos or anything like that. You should have content, again, once again, explain your offer. In your IG, in your Instagram, you need to have short form content, once again, explain your offer. And on X, you should basically talk about your offer 24/7. But if you have a profile that is not related with your business, you shouldn't have it there. Like, if your Facebook profile has nothing to do with your business, you shouldn't have it there. You see, this is my point. Your website can be a powerful tool only if you know how to use it properly. And this is the only way you can use it to have the best effect, basically. And finally, once you do the education, the conversion is going to be so easy, but not every single person is qualified. And that's why you need to have different products for different people, because if you just have one product, you can only target the a small portion of the entire marketplace. But if you have multiple products, so let's say you have a prospect, and this prospect has been through the education process, so they know exactly what you will do, what you are doing, and how you do it. So on the sales call, let's say your recurring service is about 8K a month, and they just have 5K. What will happen then? Like, you cannot let this person go because they're a warm it, they're an ideal client, but they don't have the money. So you need this guy, this prospect, to buy into a different offer because they don't have the money to buy into your main offer. So you need this guy to buy into a one-time service, which would be cheaper, let's say 4K, 3K, whatever. Or let's say you have someone else, but this person has only $500. Now, like, this person can't buy shit, so you will sell this person a cheap product, and the goal of this product is for you to make them some money, and with that money they can come and work with you once again. You need to solve problems for these people, and once you solve problems, they will keep paying you money. If you solve a problem with your cheap product, now you can upsell them into the one-time service, or even better, like into a recurring service. If you, let's say, sold them into a one-time service and you made them money, now you can upsell them into a recurring service. Or if you sold them into a recurring service, but if you keep solving problems, now this guy is going to keep paying you money, and you will have a growing business. I hope this is making sense to you. Like, the education process is just so crucial, and currently, because you don't have this, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. Because currently you can only convert people who have the right initial conditions. Like, they know that, oh, okay, your offer can work because they have tried it, but they just had some maybe bad experiences, some little bad experiences, but they want to keep making money. So this is the only person you can currently convert. And this is just not even 1% of the market. This is probably like 0.01% of the marketplace. But if you use this system, and if you have three different offers, solving a problem for each section of the market, you can keep making money. And if you have this is probably like the 80% of the entire marketplace. There is probably a tiny percent, the 20% of the marketplace, who doesn't really need your solution. Like, Hormozy at the peak of his company, Gym Launch, had probably like the 60% of the entire gyms in US. So not the entire thing, but the biggest portion of the marketplace. I'm not saying you will build a monopoly with this system, but this is definitely powerful. This is definitely effective, and this can make you a shit ton of money. Yeah, you need to have an education process. You need to be adding people into your newsletter, sending them videos, adding them into groups, adding them into webinars, and sending them lead magnets. And once you have all of these in place combined, like, I don't think one would be enough. Just having videos wouldn't be enough. Just adding people into a group wouldn't be enough. You need to have all of these because they're linked. If you have, let's say, three of them at 5 out of 10, this is definitely better than having one of them 10 out of 10. Like, the more you have, the better it's going to be. And this is just so powerful. Oh, and we have here, this is the funnel you should be walking your clients through. You first give them something for free, but first you need to generate the attention. And this is how you generate the attention: paid ads, content, or outreach. But again, outreach, you shouldn't be doing manual outreach if you're not an idiot. Like, it doesn't worth your time. You need to buy a software, you need to buy an automation, but you need to get something that is going to do outreach for you. And Lemless is a cheap one. You can just buy, let's say, 5 to 10 domains and create multiple emails in each of them, and just keep sending emails in each of them. And that is going to be so powerful, because if you have code, if you have leverage in your system, you basically do the same input but get a ton more output. And that, having leverage, is going to change the game for you. So once you generate the attention, you need to keep nurturing this process. Probably like this process is all about nurturing, but here you make a shit ton of money. And if you can get someone into here, you're rich basically, because this person is going to, they will not give you a measly like 2K a month. They will pay you real high ticket prices like 7K, 5K, 10K, whatever. But this is going to be so lucrative for you, and this will make you a ton of money. So keep this in mind. If you can have this system in your business, you will make a ton of money. But if you need help with any of these, you can check out description or the first comment. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a blessed day, and cheers.